You're watching the Hampton Classic Horse Show on WVVH-TV, Hamptons Television.
Hampton Classic Grand Prix Sunday. We're here live, joined by Peter Leone and Mr. Frank Madden, and you guys are terrific because I feel for you as we go through this. You know what's happening.
You viewers out there, you're lucky. You've tuned in to an epic Hampton Classic Grand Prix. It was massive obstacles, challenge to horse and rider. We only had 4 top horse rider combinations able to master this year's demanding course. We have a star-studded field. We have leading off in the jump-off Chris Sorensen with his wonderful horse Bobby, then the young American up-and-coming superstar Meagan Nusz on Dynamo, then my pick of the day for this jump-off, Todd Minikus on Babalou, and then from Japan, the young Polle with her amazing little springy superstar with wings. In a moment, we're going to get a chance to get a look at the jump-off course. Here we go. You start off over the original fence 1 and make a sharp right-hand turn to a new jump, fence 15, which is an oxer. Very difficult to turn on an oxer. Then you gallop down the long part of the field and wheel back on a new jump, fence 16. That's the other jump reverse. Gallop to the Longines vertical. That jump came down a lot today. And then you have to decide, how are you going to get to the A and B element of the original triple combination? It's very, very strategic. Roll back on the big wide oxer on the end, and then the gallop to home. Boy, what a jump off we have in store for us. There's a lot of drama to be played out, and the strategy here is very important because there's not 15 horses in the jump off. There's only 4. Frank, talk a little bit about strategy. Let's say you're coaching Chris Sorensen and Bobby. Let's say you're on the ground and giving him some advice.
Well, I think no matter what, Chris is going to come home with a great paycheck with only the 4 coming back. I tell Chris, take a shot and see if the others can catch you, and if they can't, maybe they make some mistakes along the way and you end up the winner. So
as fast as you can go, but leave the jumps up, or leave it all out on the field and pull all the plugs?
I would say to Chris, pull out all the stops, see what happens, and
worst you can be is 4th.
Yeah, worst you can be is 4th. If it all works out, the others have to catch you.
Looks like we're set to start again with our
hey,
ringmaster.
Look at this broadcast team, Ernie.
Well, I tell you, we've got our work cut out for us there.
Well, let's go through our picks. Ernie, you go first.
Well, my pick, Chris Sorensen, the first person in on Bobby. I think he
beautiful.
He set the stage.
Frank?
I'm going to go with former student Karen Polle. Her horse With Wings is very quick, very light on its feet, and she does go last in the jump off. And
jumping great.
I could see her youth.
She's on a roll,
wanting to make this her first big win.
And I'm going to go with U.S. team rider, veteran Todd Minikus and his amazing Babalou. Into the ring comes Chris Sorensen for Canada on his Pan American Games mount Bobby. There he goes right over to fence 15, which is the second jump in the jump off. Just getting a little feel of just how tight that is.
Now, Peter, if by chance the first 3 riders have rails down.
Oh.
Karen's.
I'm not allowed to change my pick.
You're not allowed to change your pick.
Here we go. Chris picking up his canter. He got a good look at the turn to the original 4AB. That's going to be the hardest part of this whole jump-off course. Good over 1. 8 strides, got a little deep, but worked it out. Galloping over to this roll back on a 1.60 m vertical. Still clear. 10 strides.
Hard rub at the vertical, but did stay up.
Now he's going around the gazebo, which is a very sharp approach, but the
Wow, another hard
still
rub.
Clear, 2 jumps to go. I think he's following your advice. Come on, he's still clear.
There he's collecting his thoughts. Wants to jump this clear.
Oh, that huge, massive oxer. Last jump, that's 1 down, 4 faults.
46.23.
46.23 seconds. I don't know. To me, Frank, it looked like he was trying to be a prompt clear as opposed to putting it all out there. I think that round can be beat.
No, for sure it can be beat. Unfortunately, he had that last rail down. It looked to me, Peter, that as Chris began to collect his thoughts to that final Longines oxer, it almost looked like the horse started to just mentally pull up.
Started to let down.
Yeah, and didn't finish his jump.
I agree with you. The horse started to actually let down a little bit. Okay. Young superstar Meagan Nusz on Dynamo. Picking up her gallop and off to number 1. Still no clears in this 4-horse jump off. Nine strides. Chris and Bobby did 8.
When I walked the course, I thought this vertical with the crowd right there against the rail was going to make it extremely difficult, but both horses so far have handled that quite well.
There's the 10. She's still clear. She's 4 obstacles from a clear round around the gazebo. This is very difficult, this double. Oh, it's down. Now she's got to be faster than Chris.
46.23.
She's got to make a gallop. I think another down. So that's 8 faults. She wasn't faster than Chris. 47.58.
Okay, so now back in the staging lanes. Todd obviously has been watching, and Karen's trainers probably.
So there's really 2 questions here, because he's my pick. What would I tell him, and what will Todd do?
Right.
Now,
on a footnote about Todd, he does not walk the jump off when he walks the first round.
You're right.
He thinks it's bad
luck. He rides
luck.
a lot by feeling. A lot. He's a very instinctive rider. Now, my hope is that Todd goes for a really prompt clear round, prioritizing clear, because he's always fast, even when he doesn't try to be fast. Put the pressure on the kid that goes after her. Put the pressure on the young Karen Polle. But we've all known Todd for many years. He might go out there guns blazing.
No, I think what you just said is right. I think he's not going to want to beat himself. I think he wants to bring home a top 2 prize check. I think he's going to put enough pressure on the young Karen Polle.
There's 9 strides.
Horse is jumping in beautiful
He also wants to go fast enough that if he has a rail down, he can beat Chris's time.
And I think he's on that mark.
There's the 10. Come on, Babalou. He's going around the gazebo. It's very difficult. Double. Come on, it's down.
Wow.
Now he's got to be fast.
Slipped a little there.
Still
Stayed
up. I think he's good on the clock. Got to leave it up. Yep. Whoa, a lucky rub, and it's up. So there's our new leader with 1 pole down in 43.89 seconds.
Now,
okay.
This is a very interesting position
you
to
used
be in.
Coach this young lady.
What
do you tell her, Frank?
Well, this seems like an easy task, but when you start to think about it, you can lose a lot being in this position.
And Todd was fast enough.
All Karen has to do is go clear. So she's going to go out there and she's going to take her time in the beginning of the round. If she has a rail down.
No. Should she take her time in the beginning of the round?
Well, I believe she should take a little bit of time and really try to go for a clear round. It could backfire on her.
This is.
It's this. I
This
mean,
is
just
tough.
you and I
This is
talking
tough.
about the strategy,
So what is
having
your
been in this position.
Your advice
All right,
to her?
so
Quick.
you would tell her to just go for the clear. If it's her day, she wins. If not, she's 4th.
And what would you say? The same? No.
He's gonna say, "Don't go
I would
be-
tell
don't be
her
too
to
cautious."
I would tell her to take a shot and if she happens to have a pull down, I would tell her not to hold back. Take a shot for a prompt, fast clear, and be fast enough that if you're not first, you're at least second.
Excellent.
Because I don't think she'll have more than one pull down.
So both of you are saying go for it, and let's see if she
Well,
can.
no. Frank said
more
go
on
for the
conservative
clear.
side.
I said go for it and plan on being the fastest 4-faulter winning.
Yeah, see there, she's not worried about a number. Though she's already looks like she's working on my strategy.
Did 9, yep. You could hear a pin drop.
Wow, this horse is just jumping so beautifully today.
It loves this field, loves the field. And for sure, she's not going to have Todd's time. So it's clear and win.
Oh.
Come on!
Wow, she just tested that horse's
Where did
scope.
that horse pull that scope from? Boy, oh boy. One jump to go.
Away
and
from winning the $250,000 Hampton Classic. And she does.
there it is.
All right.
The young Karen Polle.
Well, I spoiled your streak. Sorry, Peter.
That's all right. That's all right.
Frank was worth it. Fantastic.
Hats off to Karen Polle and her magical little horse with wings. What a victory.
Wow.
You know,
Karen
and
Polle.
that just shows us once again the advantage of going last. It could have, that strategy easily could have backfired on her. It didn't. And I think, you know, you saw an incredible partnership out there. Karen, I thought, rode most of the course beautifully. Pretty much with her strategy caused her to miss the end of the double.
Yeah,
and the horse just found the scope and heart to jump out clear and come home with the win.
Magnificent.
What an exciting end to our Hampton Classic coverage. Last rider goes in and wins it all.
And it's just the way it was written. The winner, and there were no pretenders out here. Any rider that went clear out here today was the real deal. They deserved what they got, and Karen Polle went out there and beat the best in the world.
And there was only one rider was made it
Look
to.
at that. The Japanese flag is flying. A great win for the country of Japan and the young Karen Polle.
Wow. Stay with us. We're going to have all of the festivities of winning the Hampton Classic Horse Show, and also we'll be going to the press conference where press from all over the world will be meeting our winner and asking great questions. So stay with us. You're watching WVVH-TV's live coverage.
You're watching the Hampton Classic Horse Show on WVVH-TV, Hamptons Television.